Hello all, this is Val from My Little Maine Cottage. Here's a junk journal that I created. It's got a mica window on it with a pretty lady in there. So I'm going to set this down because I want to show you what size it is. It is about 6¼ in length and 4¾ in height, and I think it's about 1¼ inch on the spine thick. So this, I will show you the side, the back. This is cloth from 19th century. This is not. This is new cloth here, as well as here and here. New-ish. I mean, it's reproduction cloth, but the lace is vintage lace. This is antique cloth as well. And here's the top, the side, and the bottom. This is 3 signatures. I did not count the pages in it, but I will write out how many pages there are. I kind of like the closure because it's just a silk ribbon, but when you close it around the glass button here, you can cinch it, which is kind of nice. I like that. And anyway, let's open her up. Here is a cloth pocket. I love to make the pockets from the front and the back out of cloth, or belly bands out of cloth. And this is a lady that's been waiting for use for since the 19th century. But anyway, good place to write on. And here is a piece of ephemera from 1841. And anyway, pretty cool. Who doesn't love the old stuff? And slip that back into the front pocket there. There's room for more things. In this pocket here, I have a couple of pieces to journal on. And then here I put a bowl pin with some tatting, antique tatting on it. So that slips in there in those pockets. They're kind of hidden pockets. And then I have some different things in here. This is a vintage written on 1915. I guess that's pretty vintage. And here's a little something to write on there too, journaling card. Clipped on piece of paper here, good for journaling. And here, this has got a little Tim Holtz pen on it, but a nice little secret spot for journaling as well. I put a lot of paper collage that I created and pages that I painted in this particular journal, and course collage with all kinds of different papers and things. Tim Holtz lady, old paper. This is not old, but this is, with a clip. Here's some cloth collage, maybe a scrap or two of lace included there. And in this hidden pocket is a little piece with some charms on it. That's from an old book jacket, maybe? Looks like it, I think it is. Here's some paper, vintage paper from a flower, a botanical book, graph paper, more of my paper, painted paper collage, lace. Here's, I think this is a copy. I've made copies of that particular print before, that etching. And here's a pocket too, with a journaling card right in there. Here's some painted paper that I did, also coffee dyed as well. Here's another little pocket in here for the card. And here's some really antique paper, piece of paper, October something, 13, 18, 17. Okay, so that baby is pretty old right there, but it looks great tucked in there with more bits too. And who doesn't like the Tim Holtz paper dolls? I love those things. So cute. Here's a little collage that I made with some antique papers and copies of some of my birds and a fussy cut flower, stuff like that. Here's another tuck spot with paper collage, old and new papers. And here is old postcard with love. I can't read the name. And this one piece is new, but it's great for journaling on. And then more of my painted paper. And of course I punched that out. And here's another bird card that I collaged with some old and new papers. And this probably came from maybe Harper's or Peterson's magazine, I can't remember. It's The Sanctuary. You can make out the birds in the little lake or pond, and some are flying. It's a pretty little etching. And here's some more of my painted and dyed papers. And a map and vintage flower or botanical pages, ledger paper, 1910 ledger paper. This is a new postcard made to look old, and I couldn't pass those up. So I just slipped that in the belly band. And then here's a collage of papers. This has got, let me move this over, you can see what I'm doing here. It's got a copy of a photograph that I have. Just take that out. It's kind of a hidden pocket. Here's a old, I don't know what the date is on this, but this isn't really old postcard. It slips right into the belly band there. And here's some more writing space, more collage. Another pocket with a journal card. And another tuck spot. That's from an old vintage book. And this piece of cloth is well over 100 some odd years old. But I thought I'd include it there. A little certificate from, it says 19 something, so you know that thing is vintage. It's fun to write on those kind of things or use them in collage or something. This is from also the flower book. Makes a nice little journaling card in a collage pocket. Some old wallpaper. Okay, so that was the first, no, this is the third signature. Those have already been through 2 signatures. So this is a seed packet that I made. And then here's a pocket with a Tim Holtz photograph and a clip. And here's a little tuck that I made with some elements and a Tim Holtz postcard. Great for journaling on as well, or whatever you wish to do with it. I'm going to pop this off so you can see that here's another space to write with a card. And here is like a file card that I collaged. And here is this is an old paper clip. And I made an envelope here. What's in this envelope? Well, let's just open that up and see. Oh, pretty little landscape that I cut out of the Maine Antiques Digest. They have beautiful, beautiful photographs. And years ago they were just black and white, but now they're in color. And they're so pretty. And here's a little old engraving. I don't know what year that is, but definitely 19th century. And this is also antique ledger that I collaged on this page that I also painted and dyed, stained. And here's some more. I won't take these out, but not all of them, but some are antique. in here, and this is taken from a book as well. And here's some very old papers that I just collaged together out of book page papers. And of course, music paper. Made a little pocket in here with different pieces. This is very old transparent paper, like tissue paper, that I put over this old book page. And it made it really nice. I love the feel of that paper. It would be perfect for writing on. It's even got lines on it. And here's another side of those pockets there on that music paper. Old book page. Oh, Godey's Lady's Book. Yes, that's old. And here's some more stained, dyed papers collaged. Some old book page there on this marbling paper from Pepin Van Rooyen paper. A little moth. This is not old, and this is not old, but this is very old cloth. Little flip there. And oh, some of my tape. Gotta have that vintage old tape. Of course, a lot of these papers for the signature covers are made from Tim Holtz. Old button and old cloth here and vintage lace, and here's a belly band with different little journaling cards. And of course, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that, looking at this journal. I think my favorite thing is the glass button and the glass bead, and how you can just cinch it closed and you're good to go. So thank you so much for watching.